Om Namo Narayanaya. This is your dark moon, new moon forecast for the upcoming Amavasya, which is taking place on June 24th, June 25th. My name is Aurélie. I'm a Vedic astrologer, and I also give one-on-one chart readings and guidance. So if you want to come over, check out my website and all my offerings. So the sun and moon are returning to each other. The energy is going towards this darkness, the emptiness that Amavasya is. And this dark moon is taking place right over Jupiter. So Jupiter is right now going through the fire of the sun, calling into question our sense of purpose, our commitments, what we're committed to, our values, what we value, what we're committed to, where we're going. And as Jupiter gets drawn into the Shunya is the Amavasya energy, okay? The Amavasya energy has this emptiness, this void, which is why it's a deeply spiritual time. So, and that's taking place right over Jupiter, which is why Jupiter is what? Drawn into this shunya, the emptiness. So as it gets drawn into the emptiness, this ether energy, which allows us to get along, which allows for kind of good luck, which allows for goodness in the world, is getting weakened as well, which we can see quite clearly. So be mindful not to get caught into arguments, fighting, watching your head twist. The reason why this is happening in some extra darkness, we could say poisonous. Some people go devil energy. I'd rather not talk about dramatic things like that, but there is darkness. And I think we can all relate to that experience of sometimes we have periods where we have so much light and we're cultivating light, and then we have to face our shadows. There may be envy that comes with that comes within us. We may fall to anger, we may fall to pride. And over time, we learn to forgive ourselves, to dance with both the beauty that we are and the things that are a bit more difficult for us to make peace with. So leading the way is a Kal Sarpa. Leading the way is Mars-Ketu. We have a planetary combination where all the planets are in between the nodes of the moon. That's going to be on and off until the August, and until the beginning of August, the end of July. And at the head of the Sarpa is Mars-Ketu, and which is why I'm talking about darkness and then this tendency for poisonous energy. And Mars-Ketu is often seen as like a ghost haunting. And I think the best way to understand it is this twist of the mind, which can sometimes come and goes into this spiral, of like hate, jealousy, rage, this person do this and that, and goes into this loop, Now, is it an influence of a dark spirit? Could we see it this way? Is it a ghost? Whichever way we understand it, it's like a twist of the mind. And that it's very strong also in addiction, addictive tendencies. So be mindful as we're drawn into this Amavasya vortex and Jupiter gets caught in it. Anyone who has issues with addiction, anyone who has issues with compulsive behavior, compulsive sexuality, with, this isn't a time to be out drinking. This isn't a time to be out, acting promiscuously or things like that. Because it's a little bit like these dark spirits are being really loud and kind of drawing you to darkness, to maybe doing things that are out of character, to towards this dark fold, okay? So don't, use this Amavasya to practice your meditation, and to draw in, to make it into a meditative, a spiritual time, rather than a time where we're getting lost in the sea of our desires, lost in the sea of our impulsiveness, lost in the sea of violence, which, all right. Are you okay? My dog is having in the dog. You all right? All right, we're okay. So be cautious, okay? June 24th, June 25th. In the terms of mundane astrology, our big shift is gonna come as we get towards the end of July. Next full moon, there will be a stationary Saturn, which is then gonna retrograde right as the moon comes full. So Could it be showing some resolution, some treaties being signed? Hoping for that, aren't we all? But then, and then the following dark moon is gonna be right when Mars and Ketu are in conjunction. So that should not be so nice. And after that, we'll be out of these kind of intense things. So hopefully, it's more of a 2 months thing. And most importantly, yeah, what's most important? You know, when those world news go crazy, people sometimes can get very out of balance in their mind. Okay, so we're not gonna do that. Yeah. It's fine to stay tuned, to want to know what's happening. I want to know what's happening. It's fine to be worried. Why would you know? It's human, yeah. Being worried that will things get worse? Will things get bad? There is suffering. There is violence. Can keep an eye on all these things and stay grounded. Stay grounded in your day-to-day things. Stay grounded with the fact that you're safe right now. For the most part, obviously, if you're watching this from a war zone, you know, my heart really goes out to you and your suffering. It really does. Because life is hard enough. So remember, yeah, come back to your awareness and be here, be in the moment. Times of violence and peace are always in between, returning and coming and going, and our mental health is so important that we're able to walk through both the highs and lows, which are constantly in cycle. Yeah. So take care. The most important recommendation I have for all of you as between now and August is to take care of your mental health. You have little kids, you've been given little kids, and you have a good life and you have a job. I'm sure there's things you would want to fix here and there, maybe more money, maybe a better home, maybe, maybe you don't get time off, maybe the relationship with the husband's a little difficult. Whatever it is, there's always a little something. But overall, enjoy your life and what's been given. So if you have little cutie kids at home, enjoy it for all of those of us that wish we had that, but we don't. Enjoy it because it's beautiful and family is beautiful. It really is. So it's summertime here, at least in this part of the world. Go for a swim. Be present with this aspect of reality, which is also the joy of life, even when there's this craziness. Yeah, stay grounded. Try to hold both things that can be part of this reality, which is so incredibly hard, isn't it? That in the same moment there is absolute horror and absolute beauty. In the same moment, in the same breath, that those two things can be alive and present. Sorry, the sun's right. It's beautiful. Jyotisha, we say we are worshippers of the sun. The sun gives us all the knowledge. The sun gives us all the wisdom. The sun allows us to see, and we worship him every day. So, and this way, stay grounded, be happy, do your meditation. Don't get drawn into the craziness. Take care of your mental health. Don't be doing drugs. We don't like that. Don't get drawn into this side of life. Get drawn into the, I don't know, doing the things you love that brings you to life, that brings you to light, whether that's singing and dancing or being in nature or painting or, discovering new countries. Be amazing, be your amazing, wonderful self and live this life that's been given to you. All right.